it can be difficult to figure out exactly what type of technology is being used against us at any given point in time. So like I get the fact that people have like a lot of theories about exactly what's going on and what type of technology is being used. So I'm kind of just want to go over certain things that I've noticed, and I don't want to go as far as to say that I'm 100% sure this technology exists and is being used against us, or that technology is something that we have to worry about, and it's also because it's being used against us as well. I'm just gonna sort of let people know certain things that I've noticed, and you can reach your own conclusion about whether it's actually like that or not. So mind reading has actually been that's kind of something that every targeted person believes in. And I do know that mind reading technology exists. I know it because it's pretty easy. I mean, everybody knows it, really. I mean, a quick Google search and it'll tell you all about it. So mind reading technology, I think, is being partnered with artificial intelligence, and that's something that we have, and everybody seems to know that that's something we have at this point. Now, whether it's being weaponized against us, I've actually discussed that in one of my other recordings. The problem with that theory is that I think every American would be kind of fearful of the technology if they knew that it was being weaponized and it was being used against other American citizens. What would make us special to the point where these people feel like they can use mind reading technology against us, but it can never be used against them? So that's something that I talked about. That's why I think that if there's mind reading going on, it may not have anything to do with technology. It's probably, like I said in the other recording, it's probably some sort of satanic ability. And the reason why I say that, and I want to bring this up again, the reason why I say that is because if they're using technology against us like that, the technology could be used against any American citizen for any reason. If the Pandora's box flies open, it can be used against anybody. It's that simple. Once these people have agreed that the technology can be used against American citizens, once they make that deal with the devil, how long would it be before they can use it against anybody? Like, once that door's been opened, I would think that most Americans would be afraid to open that door not because they're good people. It would be a selfish reason why they wouldn't want that door open. But their selfish reason for not wanting that door open is because they know that at some point it could be used against them. All they'd have to do is make one wrong move and then they're the victim of it. I don't really think that they want to open that Pandora's box. So I'm kind of gravitating away from that theory a little bit. Now, if they have the ability to read minds, it's probably a satanic ability, and we're probably being attacked by a satanic cult. And I don't know, the Illuminati is probably a satanic cult, and so you guys might be right about that. Freemasonry, that could be a satanic cult. And if these people, so I want to let you guys know what your disadvantage is. The people are using spirituality against you as a weapon, and a lot of people don't believe in it. Well, if you don't believe in it, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So these people probably studied the dark arts, and they know how to conjure demons and all that stuff. They probably study witchcraft, dark arts, and they know how to use this stuff. So they're using it against you, and you will be like an atheist, and you're like, I don't believe in dark arts, I don't believe in God. Well, God exists, dark arts exists, witchcraft exists, sorcery exists, all that stuff exists. There's demons exist, and these people have learned how to communicate with them, and they have developed an operation based off of their ability to communicate with dark forces like Satan and demons and Baal and all that stuff in the Bible. They learn how to commune with it, and they have like an allegiance with it. They made like a pact with it. They probably make sacrifices to it to gain its favor. So they have studied the dark arts and weaponized it, which is why this operation exists. So like the people on Reddit and stuff, they must be using technology and stuff. the reason why they believe that is because they didn't believe in God. I was like, my theory is that they studied dark arts. They know about spirituality, and they studied the dark side of it. So they know how to commune with dark forces. They probably do seances and stuff. They commune with dark forces and shit, and they learn how to use dark arts like witchcraft and all that good stuff, and they'll use it, and it's part of the operation. So that would explain why this stuff is happening. But like, that's why I tell people, I say, just because you don't believe in it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You don't have to believe in it. These people, if they've discovered some sort of dark arts, if they study it, if the community really has come under the control of a satanic cult, your belief is not necessary. I mean, they're going to still fuck with you. I mean, it doesn't matter. You don't have to believe in it. The demons will fuck with you. The people who have communicate with these demons will fuck with you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're just going to be like, I don't believe in you. That shit's not going to fucking save your ass, is all I'm going to tell you. That shit's fucking not going to save you. Your lack of belief isn't going to do shit. They're going to fuck with you. The demons are going to fuck with you. You don't have to believe in them in order for them to fuck with you. I also wanted to say that one of the topics that I haven't discussed yet is targeted ads that are toxic. I call them toxic targeted ads, and that's something that I've actually noticed that I don't think I've covered in this in any of my vlogs. So I want to talk about toxic targeted ads, which is why I do think that maybe some sort of facial recognition technology possibly is being used against us. So like the way I'm looking at it. Okay, so first off, this is how toxic targeted ads work. So let's assume that you got into an argument with your sister or your brother or something. You got into this really heated argument, and you were upset over it. So what a toxic targeted ad is that a random article will appear in your feed, whether it's your Google feed or whatever news feed, and you'll just so happen to come across it. This article will say something like, the reason why people have problems with their sisters is because they're bad people or something. Like, and then it'll have like a person who's supposedly a doctor or something just being like, all talk kind of indirectly talking about your situation and to make you feel bad about it. Like, it'll say, just to give you an example, it'll say, well, the reason why sisters say things that they say is because, their siblings aren't supportive. Like, it'll say something that'll make you out to be like a bad guy or something. So these would be very calculated ads, and a lot of people might dismiss these ads as coincidence, but I'm telling you, I've noticed over the years that the ads will seem to coincide with life events. And not only that, but they're always toxic. Like, they're always designed to make you feel like you're the bad guy or something. So I don't really know. I mean, to be honest, tech. I would say that technology coupled with spiritual wickedness is the reason why this operation is so successful. So, like, the demonic forces are using technology as well. It's not like they're just relying on just their spooky abilities or whatever. I would say that if the world is run by a satanic cult, the satanic cult has the ability to manipulate technology because it's basically running the entire planet. So like, they would be in bed with like the news, like Google or whatever, like these people who provide us with news and shit, like these major tech companies, they're in bed with them. So like, they combine their demonic whatever, their demonic presence with that. So like, it's more than one vice that we're up against. It's more than one vice. So it's not like it's just the demons. The demons will, be in league with like major tech companies as well, and then these tech companies will help them or whatever. So it's kind of like it's like a global conspiracy. It's like a global conspiracy. Like, as far as just mind reading goes, I don't know. I mean, they probably do have artificial intelligence that's helping them. They could use with as far as like as far as this stuff, like how your news feed will respond to you, I mean, I think that, like, especially with smartphones, with facial recognition technology, like in the movie Megan, they showed how advanced facial recognition technology is. Like, you could tell a person's mood or state, emotional state. They probably have that ability. So I would say that, like, they can couple multiple things together, or put multiple things together and make an incredibly effective operation. So I don't know how much tech is being used, but I definitely believe that at the end times, like at the end of the world, technology will heavily be used against people, like heavily be used against us. Because it makes sense for that to happen. Like, technology is what is binding everybody together now. Technology is what connects people now. So of course it's going to be used against us. So I don't want to make it seem like I don't believe that tech is being used against us. I think it's absolutely being used against us. I think that it's distracting us from the core issue. And the core issue is the fact that people are spiritually wicked now, and that's why all this stuff is happening. That's what is feeding all this stuff, like people's sadism, their wickedness, their lack of connection with their creator is why this is happening. But of course they have different vices that they can use. So I hope this makes sense, and till next video, peace.